How's it going, guys? Right now in Season 8 of this Detroit Red Wings franchise mode series. As you can see there, the overalls are 93 offense, 94 defense, 88 goaltending. AHL team here, 80 offense, 77 defense, 81 goaltending. Fan happiness still very low at 59. Probably excited to repair some stuff, but that's like one of the lowest I've ever seen it. So good thing that doesn't affect on-ice performance, but obviously it'll affect like finances, stuff like that. Here's a look at the team. We got Gaudreau, Hischier, and Reinhart on the first line. Hopefully Hischier grows this season. Kuleshov, Crosby, Skinner on the second line. Crosby now has top 9 for potential, 86 overall. So I think I'm going to leave him for now, but if he does start to regress even more, definitely going to have to trade him. Third line here we have Larkin, Velarde, and Bemstrom. And then fourth line we have Comtois, Moran, and Bertuzzi. Defense here we have Dallin, McAvoy, Juleson, Murray, Jones, and Thylander. And then goalie here we have Gravel and Bebo. So hopefully Gravel, a good young goalie, can grow. He's like our first young goalie in a long time. Also, as you can see, our defense absolutely stacked. So hopefully that can kind of just carry this team. AHL here we have Smith, Pyre, Hogan on the first line. Rest of the team pretty much is all mid-70s. Really nothing too crazy. Defense here we have Heiskanen, who still could come up. 80 overall, 24 years old. So hopefully he at least gets to like an 84 before he's done growing. That'd be decent. Goalies here, Lamb's the starter, Manning backing him up. So pretty decent AHL team. And right here, guys, look at the owner goals for this year. As you can see, the state of the team is a champion. So hopefully we can win our first Stanley Cup. Primary goal there, 41 sellouts. So sell out every home game. That is possible for sure. Secondary goals, win the regular season home opener, also very possible. And then 29 road wins. So that's pretty tough. If you think it's like 50-50, that's like 60 wins. Otherwise, we have to actually win more games on the road, which is usually harder in this game than winning at home. So that one might be pretty tough to get, but the other two are definitely doable. So we'll start simming here and just see how the season starts out. And like I was saying, if I think it's a rough start to the season or Crosby's not doing too good, definitely going to look to trade him. Also, guys, I totally forgot how I made a couple offers on two low 80 free agents at the end of last season. So this Salatoro guy accepted our offer. Same with Klima. So that actually might change up the team a bit. Gonna have to look and see the depth chart now, but they might just play in the AHL. We'll have to see. So the only change I made was putting this Salatoro guy on the fourth line center spot, as he has much better face-offs than Moran with 79. So Moran's now down in the AHL, but obviously first line AHL center, he is a minor scoring forward. Then the Klima guy here is playing the AHL right now, but obviously probably our first call-up. Thought about maybe replacing Comtois with him, but somebody said try out Comtois in the NHL, as it might help him grow. And I mean, he's 24 years old, still an 80 overall, hasn't been growing thus far, so we gotta try something new, I guess. So I sent right to the end of November, guys, and as you can see, we have a record of 13, 8, and 3, so pretty good start here, honestly. Fan happiness there, 85, locker room chemistry, 88. AHL teams also just destroying. They're 17 and 4, so we should at least be in a playoff spot right now. I also want to check how Crosby is doing. Third place in the Atlantic, 29 points, isn't too bad. I do know we had one injury, so I actually called up that guy we just signed. I think it's rotating between him and Comtois scratched, but usually there's like one guy injured, so someone's playing. So we'll take a look here and see. Crosby's got 15 points so far, so I mean, that's not too bad. 86 overall. I did actually look into trading him, but his trade value was so low for an 86 overall player. It didn't really seem worth it, so hopefully that was the right move. I think I'm going to hold on to him for right now. Just keep simming the next month, and just hopefully the team keeps playing well. So we're now at the end of December here, guys. We actually have a very good record of 21, 9, and 7. AHL team as well. They've only lost twice since. They're 26 and 6. That's amazing. Fan happiness, still an 82. Locker room chemistry there, 89, almost 90. Definitely happy with that. Just want to check the standings here. 49 points, 1 point behind Buffalo for first in the division. So we're looking really good here. The overall, I think the defense has actually gone up 1 to a 95. So we'll send to the All-Star game, see who made it. See who the leading scorers are at the halfway point, and just continue from there. Alright, guys, we're now at the All-Star game here. Still a pretty good record, 26, 16, and 8. AHL team, 38 and 7 is a crazy record. Fan happiness still pretty good at 74. I think the locker room chemistry was like 87. Second in our division here, Buffalo though, 67 points. Pretty decent lead there. We're going to take a look here and see just where we are on the entire league as well. Who our leading scorers are. Jeff Skinner there, 39 points is the best one. So we'll take a look. 60 points should put us pretty high. We're 5th place. That's not too bad. Washington Capitals crushing it. 76 points. Almost an 80 win percentage. That's actually unreal. Taking a look at the players here. So Skinner's first 39. Hischier here 38. So maybe he can actually start to grow. I mean, he's already gone up to an 86. Even if he maxed out like an 88, that would still be a lot better than the 85 he was at. Reinhart here 37 is not too bad. McAvoy 34, obviously. He's crazy. That's probably like the best trade I've made the entire time. I think that was like the first trade I made. Tatar and some other stuff for him. Crosby 32, so he's still doing decent. Still an 86. Kuleshov there 28. Bemstrom 26. So both these guys playing pretty well for us. Larkin 25, not too bad. This guy here 19. now an 83. He's actually gone up by 2. Salatoro's also an 83, so they've both gone up by 2. But Salatoro has exact AHL potential, which is a bit scary. But he's 27, he's in 83, so it shouldn't matter. Like, he should stay a low 80. Velarde there, 15, just all the defensemen and stuff. Take a look here and see our goalie stats we traded for. Hopefully he's good. Gravel here, 2.58 goals against. Bebo's actually got better stats, and he's 5-1-1. .912, Bebo's .921. 4 shutouts there, so I mean, not too bad though. We're going to take a look at the AHL team as well, as they're crushing it right now, so kind of curious to see. Pyre there, almost a point per game. Hogan, 42. Low elite, I'm hoping for big things from him. We got 3 years left for him to hopefully make the NHL. Maybe next year if we get lucky. Moran there's doing pretty well. He was in the NHL, but like I said, those 2 guys we signed were just a bit better. So both teams looking really good. Definitely happy. I'm going to see if we do have an all-star this year. Hopefully we do. I feel like Skinner, maybe even Hischier, might have made it. That'd be actually really cool if one of the players we drafted finally made the all-star game. So let's take a look here. We got McDavid, of course. Looking for that Detroit there. We got Ghost, Stamkos. Come on, Holtby, Sagan, Nathan McKinnon. Demko, he gets crazy in this game. Okay, Jeff Skinner's our all-star, so we do have one, which is always good. It sucks when you have no player make the all-star game. And we're now at the trade deadline here, guys, with a record of 32, 21-9. Only thing is we actually have a 4-game losing streak going into it, which isn't good. AHL team, though, 44, 11-1. Fan happiness is now at 65. That has to do with the upgrade, maintain stuff. Just out of finances. One thing they definitely need to fix in the next game is how quick you run out of finances, and the fact that they go down over the summer makes no sense. Locker room chemistry, though, is still really high there at 86. I'm going to take a look and see. I'm sure we're still in a playoff spot with our record, but I am curious to see where we are. So 3rd place in the Atlantic, 2 points behind Boston there, so that's not bad at all. 94 offense and defense, 88 goaltending. Going to see what's out there on the trade block. Probably can't make any significant deals. We don't have that much cap space, but maybe a rental to make us a bit better going into the playoffs might be a smart thing to do. So there are a few really good players on the trading block right now. Carolina has Jordan Staal, 87 overall with almost no trade value, so he could be a very cheap option. Put him 3rd line center, maybe even 2nd, but Crosby the 3rd line. Definitely want to look into that. Chicago has Patrick Kane, 94 overall. The trade value is not that high. Usually he has a max value. He's 35 years old now, though, so it's at the halfway point. If we get him at 50%, that would be insane. Then as well, on top of that, Tampa Bay has Stamkos on the block, 94 overall, just like Kane. 1 year younger, but a lot more trade value. So I think Stamkos' trade value is simply out of the question. We don't have the assets to trade for him without making our team bad. Staal, though, and Kane are both definitely possible. I think I'm going to go for Kane first. 94 overall, and he's always just a beast in this game. Adding him to the team would be crazy. Probably move Sam Reinhart to 1st line center if we did that. So we have a 90, 90, 94 1st line. If I can't get Kane, though, I think Jordan Staal I can definitely get and should make our team that much better. So we'll see what it takes to get Kane, and if he's too expensive, we'll go after Staal. Alright, guys, so here's the offer making Patrick Kane. Obviously, like I said, 94 overall, very good player. He's got freaking 67 points right now. Crosby's doing pretty good for us as 2nd line center, but he's got 39. Kane's on another level. Plus, I have him 50% retained in case he doesn't retire. We have him next year at $5 million, which would be crazy. So 2nd round pick this year. Columbus's pick that they want. A couple unsigned prospects with Bomb 6-4 that they also want, and a 1st round pick in next year's draft. So a lot there. They're actually taking on $1 million extra salary, but they're getting a 1st, a 2nd, and 2 prospects. If they say yes to this, that would make our team so much better. And I think I could honestly trade for Jordan Staal after this still. So let's see what Chicago says. Trade rejected. Okay, let's try taking out Scrimes here and adding somebody else and seeing if they'll say yes. So I replaced that Scrime prospect with this Nyquist prospect. Nyquist they don't want, but he has top 6-4 potential opposed to bottom 6, so he has a lot more trade value. He was actually our 1st round pick in last year's draft, a late 1st, but still a 1st, so maybe this will make it go through. I'm thinking, too, I can maybe, retain a bit more salary, but they didn't say anything about that last time they said no, so let's just try this. It is a lot, I think, to get Kane. Chicago's hopeful, so it looks like they're starting to rebuild now. Maybe they'll say yes. Trade accepted. There we go. I can't believe, that was only a slight upgrade from the other prospect. That is a huge trade for us, though. So if we can also get Jordan Staal, our team is going to be stacked. And right here, guys, the offer making for Jordan Staal with 50% retained. So a couple prospects here that they want. This Dagnai guy, I don't know, and Scrimes. He's the guy we actually took away from Chicago. Both in the 60s. They're never going to make the team. 3rd round pick in next year's draft. I want to keep the 3rd in this year's draft, as it could turn into a player within 2 seasons, for season 10. Probably not, but obviously a better chance than this year's. This Kroos guy is just there for the roster spot. He signed for 3 more years, and he's like 60-something overall, 69, so he'll never get good enough either, most likely. 7th round pick there, hopefully just pushes it over the edge. So if we get this deal through, like I said, our team is going to be so good. We'll see what Carolina says. This is not a lot at all. Like, I'm giving up pennies on the dollar here, so can more than afford to give up more, but obviously don't want to if we don't have to. We'll see what Carolina says. They reject this deal. Don't want to keep the salary. Okay, so let's try changing that 3rd round pick for a 2nd round pick. I feel like that alone will probably do it, but sign of good faith here. Also, just add that 7th round pick back on. This should go through now. There we go. So like I said, our team is honestly so good. Alright guys, so here's a look at our team after the trade deadline. It is so stacked. If we don't win the Stanley Cup with this team, I don't think there's anything else I can do. First line, we have Gaudreau, Reinhart, and Patrick Kane. Second line here, we have Kuleshov, Hischier, and Skinner. Third line, there we have Larkin, Stahl, and Bemstrom. That's such a sick third line. Stahl's like the perfect third line center, like defense stats there, 4.5 stars. 90 stick check and 87 shot block. Larkin, not Larson, super fast. Then Bemstrom here, you can score, you can do whatever. And then even the 4th line there, you got Bertuzzi, Velarde, and Klima, like sick 4th line. Our top 6 has to be the best top 6 in the league with Dallin, McAvoy, Juleson, Murray, Jones, and Thylander. Like, that's just so stacked. Goalie is probably our only weak spot, but I mean, Gravel's an 86. He actually was an 87 at one point, so if he gets that potential going, I think 87 a goalie should be good enough with this team. And then Bibo 83 is actually a really solid backup. We actually have a couple decent scratch players here in Salatoro and Comtois in case anyone gets injured. So I mean, time to just make a run. I don't know what else to do. Like I said, this team, you can't get much better than this. I am going to take a look here at the ratings as well before we sim the rest of the season, but has to be pretty high. 95 offense, 94 defense, 88 goaltending. Surprise, offense only went up by 1, but we'll keep simming now. See where we finish the regular season. I got high hopes for this team, though. Hopefully, our first Stanley Cup. And we're now at the end of the regular season, guys. We finished the record of 44, 27, 11, so 99 points. Maybe that's like, you know, a good omen. AHL team there is 55, 15, and 2 right now. That is crazy. They are just doing so well. I think we have a chance here to have like a good seed. Actually, 3rd place. Wow. Buffalo 122. They just went off. Tied Boston though. 95 defense, or defensive rating went up, but Buffalo scares me. Of course, they're in our division too, so that means we'll meet them in the semis at the latest. That's just crazy. 122 points, 74.4 win percentage. They have to be, yeah, 1st place in the league. Washington 118. Both Eastern teams. So we got to beat both those teams to get to the conference final or the Stanley Cup final. We finished 6th in the league, so our best team ever. And we got 2 just like powerhouses. Patrick Kane there, 98 points. That is, or sorry, not 98. 78 points. That's still very, very good. He's now 93, but I mean, just under a point per game. Can't complain with him. Reinhardt here at center still look to be good. 65 points. Hischier at 58, so so it looks like he's finally coming along. Skinner there 56. McAvoy 48. Kuleshov 46. Gaudreau 42. In 63 games, so it's not too big a deal. He's pretty much been injured since, like, I think it was a week and a half after the deadline, maybe before that, but maybe a little before that, but he should be back soon. Hopefully in time for like the 2nd round of the playoffs. That's when we're really going to need him. Just look through the rest of the guys here. Like, I'm pretty happy with this team. It's just the playoffs where hopefully we can upset some teams. Gravel here, 2.5 goals against. Bibo 6-1-1. What the heck? Wait, how does it even work? 11 games played, so I guess it must count the games he like subbed in for. 7 shutouts though for Gravel, which is pretty good. I definitely like that. We'll take a look and see who led the entire league in scoring. So Tarasenko here, 88 points in 81 games, 96 overall. Tavares 87, Ovi there 87. Still going though at 38 years old. Jeez. Voracek 87. So where's Kane? Kane's right there. Nolan Patrick 80. He's finally good. Like, the one time I don't draft him, he gets good. It's typical. Sagan, Teravainen there. Kuznetsov's a Benijad. So that's still pretty sick. Gonna take a look and see as well where the AHL team is. I feel like the AHL team has to be killing it. Like their record, there's 4 games left, I think. But yeah, 112 points. Oh my god, they're 30 points ahead of the 2nd place team with 4 games remaining. Like, they have to be 1st place in the league by a lot. Let's take a look here. Skipped one, it looks like. Okay, entire league. Yeah, they're 1st place by 11 points there on Syracuse. Almost an 80 win percentage. Like, they are just dominating. Really good to see. Would love to win the Cup and the Calder Cup in the same year. Pyre here, 65. Hogan, 64. Looking really good. Maybe he'll get like an AHL award. This guy here is 54. 52 from McCoy. Moran's 49. So, I mean, guys are playing pretty well. Take a look at the goalies. Lamb here, 2 goals against. Manning, 1.56. Wow, Manning's got a .94 save percentage as the backup. So, yeah, AHL team is absolutely crushing it. Really good sign. We have like 2 more years to go, but hopefully some of those guys can make the jump on entry-level deals. That'd be obviously a huge help for us. So, just going to see now who we're playing in the playoffs. And like I was saying earlier, really just all we can do is hope for the best. Like, it's pretty much always just random. So we get Boston in the first round. Hopefully we can take out Boston. We failed our goal there of 29 road wins, but we did get the 41 home sellouts, which is good. And like I was saying, I think after Boston we have to play Buffalo, so that series is going to be crazy, crazy hard. But first game here, first period against Buffalo. Down 2-1. This is at home. Jones ties it, though. Wow, and then they get 3 goals, 2 from Lazar. So 5-3 loss there. That's not the start I was looking for. Sorry, 5-2 loss. I also want to check out their team, so we'll sim up to the second game here. Take a look and see who they have. I'm sure they'd love to have McAvoy. Obviously, I think they still have Tatar, the main piece in that trade. Probably have like Pastrnak still. Bergeron, I think, is retired. Okay, we have 5 better offense, 5 better defense, 2 better goaltending. If we lose this team, it looks like Pasternak's actually their best player. So, alright, let's take a look here and just see what their team is looking like. We got Patty Kane, who kind of looks funny, honestly, in the Red Wings jersey. So, alright, view opponents here. Tatar, Beaudoin, and Pastrnak. Like, this team is nowhere near as good as ours. It's not even close. Their top pair D is worse than our bottom pair. And their starting goaltenders, 1 worse. Their backups, 1 better. I mean, it's still like, look at this team we have. It shouldn't even be close. Like, I don't understand it. Who do we have scratched right now? Gaudreau's injured. Salatoro, Heiskanen. Actually, Heiskanen I don't think can be sent down through waivers. So, just leave those guys scratched, I guess. I think the AHL team is doing fine without Heiskanen anyway. So, I mean, we're down 1. A little early to freak out. But, like I said, I think this is honestly the best team we've had so far. So, we need to tie this up here. Second game, first period. Let's bounce back. Klima here and his sheer moral scores for them. Force Bacca, I think his name is, ties it 2-2. Wow, Patrick Kane scores, Beaudoin and Zaboral score for them. So down 4-3. I was worried about Buffalo. Apparently I have to worry about Boston. Like, just makes absolutely no sense. Our team is so much better. Like, I don't know what else to do here. I just noticed, too, the AHL team won their last 4 games of the year. So they finished 59-15-2. That's just insane. It means they finished with 120 points. And the AHL plays, like, I think 10 less games than the NHL. So that's just crazy. Third game, though, we're in Boston. We need to win this game. Like, if we go down 3-0, it's over. Hischier scores 1. Skinner scores 1. Alright, Bemstrom scores 1. So 3-0. We're back in this. Down in the series 2-1. That's not good, though. It looks like Sam Reinhart's injured. Or no, sorry, that was recent individual performance. Continue assuming the AHL there. Hopefully Gaudreau's back soon. I think he was supposed to come back in April. And it's April. When he's coming back, though, I don't know. So, there we go. Larkin, Juleson, Kane. Wow, okay, so we were down 2-0. Back-to-back, though, wins. Back-to-back shutouts as well for our goalie. 3-0 and 4-0. And Kane somehow lost morale on a 4-0 win. Like, that makes no sense. Even if he played bad, he should still be happy. So, game number 5 here. This is crucial. We got the momentum. Let's keep it going here. Tied 1-1 after 1. Nothing in the second. There we go. Larkin, Bertuzzi each score. And those were like really wide goals, I think. They were both in the like wide corners. So up 3-2 now. Team is starting to play well. The goalie's letting 1 goal in 3 games. Let's keep it going. Hopefully, like I was saying, Gaudreau is back for the semis. If we make it to the semis, knock on wood there. Okay. 2 goals, Kane and Bemstrom. Nothing. And Tatar gets 1, but not enough. Gravel honestly played unreal his last 4 games. He had like a .5 goals against. 2 goals in 4 games. That's just unreal. So, probably playing Buffalo. Yeah, they did not get upset. Obviously, that would have been wishful thinking. I'm going to check and see when Gaudreau is back, and then we'll start this Buffalo sim. So, just check to see how much longer Gaudreau's out for. He's actually out for 5 more weeks, so I must have seen the wrong date. Best case scenario, maybe he's back in time for like the Cup final. That really hurts us, though. Also, I just noticed, too, Buffalo swept their first round series, so this is going to be a tough matchup. Our AHL team, though, also swept, so, I mean, there is, some good, I guess, on that side. So, Buffalo here, same offense. We have 4 better defense, same goaltending. So, I guess they're not that much better than us, even though they did finish, like, much higher. 55, I think that's Ristolainen in there. That's their best player. I guess ours is McAvoy now instead of Kane. So let's take a look and see this team. This Beck guy, 91 overall, first overall in 2019, playing with Eichel and Alex Nylander. Nino Niederreiter, Ryan O'Reilly, Ennis. This Dellandrea guy, 87 overall. Forster, Glenn Tenning, Castles, Henry. So, I mean, I like our offense better, although it is close. Dumoulin's an 87 now. That's kind of crazy. Ristolainen. Theodore only got to an 84. This other guy's 84, 83, 80. So, I mean, our defense is much better. And then goalies here. Lehner's their starter, and they have a terrible backup. So, sucks Lehner wasn't injured. We could definitely win this series. But, yeah, it's going to be tough. They've got a really good team here, but obviously it's definitely doable. We're going to have to just hope for a miracle here, as the playoff sim always seems to hate us. So we're going to have to, I don't know, just pray to the EA gods, I guess. So game number 1 here in Buffalo. We actually seem to play better away. Let's see what happens. First period, Eichel and Henry. We actually get 2, Kuleshov and Kane. Dumoulin scores. We're only down by 1. They get 2 more, though, Dellandrea and Henry. So first game loss again. 6 games to go, though. We definitely can come back. It's not what I was looking for, though. I was hoping to get off to a good start here. Buffalo has yet to lose in these playoffs. Let's try and beat them here at home. Like, our team's better. Like, our team should be able to get the win here. 2 goals for them. 2 goals for us. Comtois, Kuleshov. Let's win this third. Going to OT here. There we go. Jordan Staal with the OT winner. That's another, like, shot from, like, the boards. I don't know why they're scoring from such wide angles, but we'll take them however we can. So, tying the series up 1-1 here. Buffalo is definitely going to be the team to beat. So, if we can get by this series, no reason we can't get by any others. So, game number 3 here. We're now in Detroit. Come on, let's take the series lead. That's not a good start. 3 goals for them. We need a big third. Yeah, okay. I didn't see us coming back from that. 4-0 shutout win for them. That's not good. Kane's morale's down. He's just not performing in the playoffs, I guess. Do a quick little scout here. We'll do U.S. defenseman for a few weeks. Alright, so let's get to the game 4. We need to... This isn't good. If we go down 3-1 against this good of a team, I don't see us coming back. We need to tie it up here. Wow, 3 goals again in the first. It's just ridiculous. We get 1 from Kuleshov, 1 from Bemstrom, but just too little too late. So 4-2 loss. Have to win the next 3 games straight. Oh, man. Like, I don't know. For cap reasons, I don't think we can bring this good of a team back next year. Especially, I don't think Kane will be as good. We got to pull this off. We're in Buffalo. We won a game in Buffalo before. We can definitely do it again. Here we go. First period. No scores. Second period. Down by 1. Bemstrom gets 1. He's been playing pretty well these playoffs. There we go. Thylander, Bemstrom. Bemstrom's a playoff hero there. Win it 3-2. Back in this series. Only down by 1. Kane's morale's up. Gravel's morale's up. We need to make this comeback happen. Alright, so game number 6 here in Detroit. We haven't won a game in Detroit in this series. Let's make it happen here. First period. Larkin scores. Second period. Kane scores. Come on, hold on to this lead. Wow, they're pushing it to OT. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, come on, let's come through. Oh, man. I honestly thought we were gonna push that to game 7. And it is so depressing to see they got 2 in the third and then won it in OT to knock us out. Like, I can't make a better team, I feel, than what we have. Like, honestly, the team is just so stacked. We got 50% retention on Kane and Staal. Like, you can't get players that good that much cheaper. Like, essentially just, I don't even know, manipulating the salary cap at that point. An AHL team here just lost in the conference final after being, like, the best AHL team ever. So, disappointing end to a season there that I had high hopes for, but there are 2 years left here where hopefully we can finally bring a Stanley Cup to Detroit. And the draft lottery results just came in, guys. Ottawa there with the first overall pick. Columbus got 3rd via Minnesota, so Minnesota traded their pick and actually got the 3rd lottery spot. That sucks. Islanders there as well via Tampa Bay, so the computers just seem to be trading their first a lot, and they're missing the playoffs. Doesn't really make sense. Retired players here. Wow, Patrick Kane. Was really hoping he didn't retire. He was still a 92 overall, so I mean, I gave up a lot for him, and I knew he might retire, but I figured like 92 overall, or I think at the time it was 94 Kane, would make us cup contenders for sure. And we ran into the best team in the league in Buffalo, so really unfortunate, but I guess that's just how it happens. This franchise mode has just been so unlucky in the playoffs. Take a look here at Kane's stats too. 1388 points. He had over a point per game average. Malkin there, same thing, 1123. Wheeler as well, Krejci, Louis Eriksson, JVR. You got Sam Gagne there, Eller, McDonough. A lot of big names retiring here. We'll see if any big name goalies retired. I think Ovechkin's still playing then, because Ovechkin was like 37, I seen the leading scorers. He's like, give me 38 now. Quick and Carey Price, both retired. Vrask, Varlamov, Bishop, Reimer, Neuwirth, all like the goalies that are in their prime right now, just all dropping out at the same time. That's kind of crazy. And before we get to the draft, guys, I figured I'd show you the awards. And as you can see, we actually did win the eventual Stanley Cup champions there in the Buffalo Sabres. And like I was saying earlier, our team was better than them. It was our year. I am still pretty salty. We lost to them. With Gaudreau, we probably would have won. So they also got the President's Trophy. Clarence S. Campbell, they beat Calgary there in the Stanley Cup final. Player awards, Art Ross, Tarasenko, Holtby there with the Hart. Ghost, James Norris, 4th straight year. Lady Bang, Tarasenko. Gravel actually got the Calder. That was his rookie season for a goalie. I didn't even realize that, so that's awesome to see. I don't think we have actually had a Calder winner this year. Actually, no, sorry, we had Sprong win the Calder, so their second Calder winner. Conn Smythe Lehner, Vezina Holtby. Lehner also got the William M. Jennings, Bill Masterson, this Hague guy. McDavid there at the Selke, Holtby, Ted Lindsay, Maurice Richard, Tarasenko. I'm going to take a look at the AHL awards. We should have had some. So, yeah, we got the regular season champion, won the Western Conference, won our division. We might have even had a player award or two. We'll take a look. Rasmussen here had a couple. Murata awarded the best defenseman in the American Hockey League. That's actually really surprising. Lamb awarded the best goalie. Okay, so I mean, we got a couple. Lamb also got least goals against. So 3 AHL awards. Not too bad. So our first pick in this year's draft, guys, is pick number 23 in the 3rd round, 83 overall. Hopefully we can find a player here that's already like mid-70s and maybe can make the jump in it like a season. We really don't care about the potential. We just care about whether or not they can actually help our NHL team anytime soon. So based on potential, this Nystrom guy, top 9 forward, the only one there. It's actually high top 9 forward, so he could be a low top 6 or something. Let's take him. Low top 6 in the 3rd round, that's pretty solid. Next pick here is pick number 11 in the 4th round. I think we have 2 4ths, 2 5ths. We have 1 or 2 6 and a 7th. We'll go potential again. So just bottom 6 there, exact. There's a top 6D. Probably can take him with our next 4th. So right now I'm thinking this guy here, Morris, just because he's going to be the next one to go, it looks like. Or actually, no, it'll be one of the 4th round guys. Sniper, 2-way forwards. So usually it's like 2-way forwards and bottom or power forwards that are kind of like ready to go. Like their overalls higher off the start, even though they have maybe less potential. So I don't know. Let's just go with Suave. I like his name. Hopefully he's got decent potential too. Medium top 9. I'll take it. And our next pick here, pick number 23, round 4. Looks like an enforcer just got picked. I want to see if that D-man is still available. There's still some bomb 6 guys there. And the top 6D is still there. 5th/6th though. Could push it to the 5th. It's probably getting greedy. I'm going to take him now because we're already taking a bunch of forwards. Moran. Low top 6. It's pretty solid. Pick 11 here in the 5th round. Hopefully there's some of those bottom 6 forwards available. And hopefully they're actually a bit better than that. So we'll go power forward. Maple Loft, I think his name was. Low top 9. We'll take that. Next pick in the 5th round. Pick number 23. This is where it's going to start to get tough. AHL top 6 forward. I don't want that. London here though. Bomb 6. Still available. He could have like low top 9, that's pretty good for a late 5th. We now have pick number 11 in the 6th round. I just realized too, I traded away that 7th round pick, I believe. So we could still have another pick though, another 6th round pick. High 7th D could be like low top 6. There's an exact bomb 6 forward. When is he supposed to go? He's supposed to go in the 7th round. So let's take this Engren guy and then we'll take the bottom 6. He's a low top 6D, so that's pretty good. And our next pick here, I believe our last pick in the draft, pick number 23. In the 6th round, so let's see if that bottom 6 dude's still available. He is. Sparks, playmaker, low bomb 6, late 6th round. I think that's pretty good value. And that was it for the draft, guys. Honestly, I think it was pretty solid. We got 1 low top 6 in the 3rd round, and then everything else was like a lot of top 9s and top 6D. And for like 4th and 5th round picks, that's pretty good late round picks. Just gotta hope basically somebody's like a 75 out of the draft can be in low 80 by say next season. That'd be awesome. So we're now at the re-sign phase here. We have 19 million in cap space. Have a good amount of players to re-sign. Our centers are all locked up. Still not sure if I'm going to have Reinhardt play center or wing, but right now he's a center. Salatoro here, probably don't need. He has the same overall as Moran, but Moran could grow. He's done growing. I think I'm going to let him grow. He was scratched at the end of last year anyway. Plus we have Pyre here, 80 overall. He could definitely grow. Wants 900K for 1 year. 2-way deal seems fair. This guy here, 73 overall already, or it looks like he was probably drafted a couple years ago. We'll give him a contract. I have to be careful with how many we hand out, though. Looks like we're actually pretty close to the limit. Skinner, obviously, we want to keep for the right price. This is actually cheaper. He was $9 million. He wants a $7.5 million deal, though, for 8 years. I'd pay him until he's 40. I mean, I'm not going to be here because we only have 2 seasons left. So, do I care that he's getting paid till he's 40? Not really. Could be a bit more realistic, though, and maybe pay him till he's, like, 37 on a 5-year deal. And I probably could still sign him at, like, I don't know, 6.75? That's around 85%. We'll see if he says yes to that. Bemstrom needs a new deal. He was obviously a very solid player for us. Wants $5 million for 3 years. As they get cheaper, it actually gets a bit more expensive. We'll try 2 years here. That looks like the sweet spot. $4.5 million. Hopefully he'll say yes. We'll give him an extra $25K. Bertuzzi, it'll really depend on the price. Just under $3 million. So I'm not sure how much room we're going to have. Klima, same deal. Going to depend on the price. That's pretty good value. He's like 1 overall below Bertuzzi. Smith here's 26. He's basically just been an AHL player for us. Going to let him go. Never really turned into much more than an AHL player. Kibrasov, 20 years old, 70 overall. So once they're 20, I'd like them to be above 70. Going to probably let that guy go. I think we could probably find better prospects in free agency. Same goes for that Viklin guy there. Kind of sucks. We could use them as assets, but what are you going to do? Kuleshov here also we're going to re-sign for sure. I think both him and Bemstrom were on like entry-level deals, so it really sucks we have to now pay these guys. And it looks like 4 years is going to be the cheapest for him, so let's try and get him at 5.5. He should say yes. The rest of the right wingers are all locked up. That's kind of funny, actually. Defense here, Thylander needs a new deal. 25 years old, 86 overall. It kind of completes that sick top 6. I don't know if I have $6 million from those, so I'm just going to qualify him for right now. Heiskanen, really want to keep as well. 900K or whatever for 1 year on a 2-way deal. Murata won like best defenseman in the AHL, so I'd love to keep him. 2 years, 850K, 2-way deal seems fair. This guy's 20 and only 64. Gonna let him go. Take a look. I think that's it for defense. Goalies, Gravel's 87 now. Bebo has been a good backup for like the last 5 years. Maybe he'll take 1.5 for 2 years. A bit cheaper actually. Lamb and Manning. So I think Manning actually did better. He's got more potential. So I want him to start in the AHL. He doesn't want a 2-way contract, but that's what I want to give him. So we'll see if he takes the max 2-way contract, 975K there. 1 year, 2-way deal. Lamb we're just going to let go. And then Gomez will be the backup. Low star potential. Want to start, getting him some games. So we'll see after that how much cap space we have left. It is going to be tough to kind of make this work. And as you guys can see here, Murata accepted our deal. Same with Skinner, Pyre, Manning, Hodges, Bebo, rejected. Wants a bit more money, so we'll give him like 100K more. Bemstrom accepted. Same with Kuleshov, so got both those guys. Heiskanen accepted. So I think that's probably everybody. So we're going to go take a look at the contracts now. Just kind of see how much money we have. We'll obviously give Bebo a bit of a raise. 4.2 million though. We for sure still have to give Thylander an offer. Not sure about everyone else. Plus Bebo, so that's going to take into the money. This is going to be tough. So Bebo here I'll give like 1.55. I think I offered him 1.5 right on before. We'll take a look here and see who else we have to sign. So I just want to make sure too. None of these unsigned guys are that good. Yeah, 69 is the highest. Klima and Bertuzzi, Thylander's a qualified offer, so that's it. But we're not really going to have enough money for Klima. Bertuzzi, what did he want again? Just under 3. Klima here wants 1.1. That's actually pretty good for 82 overall. That's really good value. We'll see if he takes 1 million for 2 years. Bertuzzi we're going to have to let go. And then Thylander we'll have to figure out what to do with him. But yeah, this kind of sucks. We are just out of money. And Bebo did accept our offer after we gave him an extra 50K. Same with Klima there. So I think everyone is now locked up. We'll send him to free agency and see if there's any moves to be made. So around the free agency period, a lot of good players available actually. You got Delangelo here, Brodin, Pietrangelo. Luckily we don't need a defenseman. Our defense is stacked. Backstrom here wants 11.3 million. 36 years old, 87 overall. His potential is not even elite anymore. That doesn't seem like a smart move, but 2 teams are interested. Dumoulin there, Thylander obviously. We have a qualifying offer on. Probably gonna have to trade either him or another defenseman to keep him. Mirko Mueller, this Hayden guy. Nyquist in 85 now. He's still playing. Jack Johnson, Sprong, Bennett. So some pretty good players available. Take a look and see. there's any decent goalies. I think our goalie situation is pretty good, but just kind of out of curiosity. Matt Murray's actually available now. 86 overall, wants 8 million. So our goalie is 87 overall, making like 3.5. Just kind of shows you how good of a deal that actually is. I'm going to take a look here as well at some of the two-way players available. See if there's anyone that's like high overall, good potential. That's a lot of the times how you get some of the best players in this game. So Lind, he was on our team, never really grew. Milosh here, kind of old. Yeah, a lot of these guys who are high. Oh, wait, there we go. Dimitrakos, 21.79. That's the kind of player I wanted to draft. So I'm going to offer him the max deal there on a 3-year entry-level contract. I'm just going to make sure and check. All the other 20-year-olds are really low rated. That guy looks like an absolute steal. Kobasu, 21.75. Might have to throw him an offer as well. I'm also going to offer this Kobasu guy the max contract, so hopefully he goes with us instead of another team. Looking through here, I think there's probably like a couple other guys worth signing. 20.73. That's close to being worth it. We'll see if there's anybody else just slightly better, though. Let's see. Going to keep looking here. Top 6D. We could use a defenseman, honestly. Oh, that's a winger. 21.74, though. Less potential. Give him like 875k. So yeah, these defensemen unfortunately just not that good. Where was the one guy? He was like kind of worth signing. I think we have the spots to do it. I'm also gonna make this Bachman guy an offer. 20 years old, 73 overall. Decent potential on him. Same goes for the guy up here, right underneath Kobasu, I think. Gibson's 22.74. Or actually, I'm going to make him an offer. I'm not going to give him that much just because I'm a little bit worried about that one. So we're going to have to trade away a couple contracts to make sure those go through. And then we're also going to have to look into what we can do with Thylander. As if a team makes him a qualifying offer, all we're going to get back is picks, which doesn't really help us. So we're going to see if we can clear some cap space another way. And right here, guys, I'm trading Raquel and Kang to Arizona for a 4th and a 5th. They're basically like the two guys on my team with the lowest value. Raquel, 23.75 defenseman. Kang here, 22.72 overall winger. I want to bring in those new guys. These guys both have a year left on their deals, so nothing crazy. Plus we get a couple picks, so Arizona does say yes, which is good too. And as you guys can see here, this Bachman guy accepted our deal. Same with Kobasu. Also, this Dimitrakos guy accepted, 78 overall. Hoping for big things from him. Pojar there, Gibson, so not too bad. And honestly, all we have left to do is just figure out how to keep Thylander. Either trade him or probably trade like Ryan Murray and then sign him. Really, that's all the options we have. So going to see kind of what's out there for a trade. If we get maybe like an entry-level player back for Murray that would still keep our defense intact, that might be the best option. Alright guys, so right now I'm trying to make a trade with Florida, trading them Thylander, who we need about $6 million to sign, 5.5 if we're lucky. We only have about $2.5 million in cap space. I need a couple prospects here in Jolkinen and Sparks. Jolkinen here is signed, 20 years old, 72 overall. Sparks unsigned, 1963. With the 7th there, just for good luck. Rassinen, though, 25.86. So he's about the same as Thylander. Big shot on him. I think he's a bit more physical. Thylander's left-handed, though. Or no, actually, they're both right-handed. So should be a pretty even swap. Both 86 overall. Thylander, 2nd overall, 2017. Rassinen was 18th. So we'll see if Florida does this. They have the cap space. They can sign Thylander. Plus, they're getting some extra prospects on top. Next year, they'll have to sign Rassinen as his contract's up. So we'll figure that out, I guess, when it comes. We'll see what they say. This would obviously be a pretty nice move for us. They accept it, so that worked out well. Probably just going to sim to the end of the summer now and try and find some like low 80 guys for two-way contracts or just under $1 million at the end of the summer, as that's really all we can afford now. Alright guys, so at the end of the summer now, looking for some value deals here just to help fill out our 4th line. This Davidson guy, only one with potential, 25 years old, 81 overall. He's actually the cheapest too, which is kind of funny. So 775k, 1 year, 2-way deal. That seems like a great bargain. Kind of want to get another guy here who could play 4th line potentially. So Brendan Lemieux here, top 9 for potential. Senishin's actually got top 6, so he should be the last one to kind of go down. It'd be either him or Kagula or Lemieux based on potential. Like, these are the guys that shouldn't get bad anytime soon. Kagula's the most expensive of the two, though, then Lemieux, then Senishin. I honestly might try and sign all 3, though. But I just realized I only have 775k in cap space, which I just offered to Davidson. So I'm going to have to try and trade away a couple more, like, AHL players to sign those guys. So right now, guys, we're trading a couple more AHL players that won't even probably start in the AHL for Chicago's 4th and 5th, just to clear up a couple roster spots. I'm going to sim a couple weeks here and actually like set up the lines, and hopefully that'll kind of adjust the salary where we have maybe 1 or 2 million and can sign Senishin or Lemieux. So we'll do that and probably be ready for next season. And as you guys can see here, that Davidson guy accepted our offer, which is awesome, 775k. he took the minimum. So it'd be great if we could also get Lemieux and Senishin for that cheaper deal. Probably gonna have to pay them a bit more, like at least 900k, but that's still pretty cheap. So right now, guys, I'm trying to trade away some contracts from players that really are never going to turn out for us before the franchise mode's over. And as you can see, I'm actually trying to get a second and a third here from Colorado. These guys actually have like a decent amount of value. Kaufman, 23.73. Hedman, 22.71. Gibson's 22.73. So nothing that special about them. Hedman was a first-round pick, though, so maybe that's why he has some value. Same with the other two, they have a decent amount of value, but a second and a third-round pick, and it'll give us a few more contract spots. I think it's a very good deal. The second and the third probably won't turn into anything, but we could either trade them as picks or just trade the players we take. We will see what Colorado says. They're AHL players, so salary shouldn't matter. I guess it does. Let's try taking away the third. This should go through. We have to call up Dimitrikos. That's fine, so sick trade for us. So I'm trying a new strategy, guys, where I just sign a bunch of cheap low 80 guys to play in the fourth line / be scratched, and if like they get morale down, it doesn't matter, all in 1 year deals for cheap. So Senishin, I want, he's got a role of a top 6. This Gettinger guy I actually just seen too. He has potential. He's 26.81. 99 speed. Would not mind signing him to like a 1 year deal. Wants a one-way contract, but 1 year 950k. I think he'll take that. So Senishin also wants 2 years, but I'm gonna offer him the exact same thing. 1 year at 950k. When they're in the AHL, you can bury that too. 950k, I think is the max you can bury, or maybe it's $1 million. Looking through here, some other guys. So Lemieux, I also kind of wanted Sherbak too. So let's see. Sherbak's more of a scorer. He usually turns out really good in this game. Kind of disappointing he didn't. So we'll give Sherbak 950k for a year. This Gettinger guy is a power forward, just like Lemieux though, except he has some potential. So I think I might just leave it at that. He's also younger than Lemieux, so if we can get those three, we get a couple scores in Senishin and Sherbak, power forward and Gettinger. That should fill out the fourth line. Most of them will actually probably start in the AHL until we have injuries, but that should be good. And like I was saying, we probably lost value with those guys we traded, but should make like the AHL / just our depth better. And we got a second round pick, so not too big a deal. Sherbak accepted, same with Gettinger and Senishin. So I'll edit the lines real quick, and probably that'll be it for the episode. Alright guys, so if you look at the team going into next season, it's definitely not as good as it was in the playoffs. That was our best chance so far to win, but hopefully Buffalo and the other big teams also got a little worse. So first line, we have Gaudreau, Reinhart, Skinner. I think having Reinhart as a first line center is a big help. Just kind of makes that first line so much better. Second line, we have Kuleshov, Hischier, and Larkin. Third line, we have Bemstrom, Velarde, and Klima. And then fourth line here, we have Sherbak, Stahl, and Gettinger. Defense here obviously still stacked. Dallin, McAvoy, Juleson, Murray, Jones, and Rassinen. This top 6 should be able to carry us, even though it hasn't yet. Goalies, we have Gravel and Bebo. AHL team also, like the forwards are stacked. You got Langenbrunner, Morand, Hogan. He could honestly make the jump this year if he starts playing well. Senishin, Dimitrikos, Comtois, 79. I'm pretty much sure he's a bust. Davidson, Pyre, Alexandrov, Lamoureux, Hoffman, Bachman. Defense is also really good outside of Cato. He's a 71, but the rest of the defense there is solid. Starting goalie there in Manning's also really good. Backup could be better, 70 overall, but AHL team should probably have another good season. AHL team here, 86 offense. Yeah, it's very high offense for an AHL team. 79 defense, 80 goaltending. NHL team here, 93 offense, 95 defense, 89 goaltending. So offense only went down by 1. Most of the core is still there. Really just have to hope for the best at this point. We got 2 years left here to try and win our first Stanley Cup. Hopefully it'll happen soon. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.